Alright, I know you guys have been waiting for this video since I made the last one a year ago. This is going to be a full tour of my elevator parts collection. It's going to be a very long video because I'm going through everything and I've gotten a lot of new parts since the last video. So, let's get started. I like to point out that I got lights that go across the whole ceiling of my room. We'll start off with this. As always, this is the first elevator part I ever got. It's an Adams indicator, very big. And then to the right of it is a fire key box with the key inside of it. That's an Otis drop key. Right here is a custom sign that my girlfriend made for me. It's super nice, it's so cool. On top of it, we have some spare parts. There's a Adams stop switch, Westinghouse black button, GAL vandal resistant, Adams survivor, Innovation universal, and an Otis van. Right here we just got a little Westinghouse logo, and underneath it is a huge Westinghouse logo. I have various elevator advertisements and ads here on the wall. Just thought it would be cool to put them all up. See, we got Innovation here. You know, Adams safety lock, snap cab, controllers, cabs. I also got this pretty cool Montgomery elevator logo. It's huge. Speaking of Montgomery, here's my frame that I made just of Montgomery logos. So here we have a oil canister label. Underneath it, we got a black Montgomery logo. It came from a controller. Here we have the Montgomery logo that we all know of. Here we have the Montgomery Kone logo. And just the Kone logo. Look at how the quality declined over the years. That's so ugly and cheap, but look at that. Right here is my Innovation sales sample. It's very shiny and reflective. And it lights up blue. Coming up here, we got a fire service sign and in case of fire sign from Sam, and a pretty cool Otis indicator from Sam. This exit sign right here I have wired up to this switch right here, so when you flip it, then it turns on. Right here is a Otis indicator, and above it is an Armor this car up indicator. And if you guys remember from last year, I actually had this wired up to an Adams call station, but now I have a bell. So this Adams call station is actually secured to the shelf now. So this is from elevator number 2 at the Doco parking structure in Sacramento. As you guys know, these got modernized by Otis, and they gave me every single floor indicator, every single call station, and both COPs. Yep. Look at how big it is. We got Innovation Fire Service. You know, the usual. Alarm, door open, door close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I made these stickers to put next to here. This is where the bridge is and this is the main level. Then we have a service cabinet that doesn't have anything in it, obviously. Down here we have a Epco inch line call station from Leo. Pretty cool. This shelf has gotten a lot of improvements. It actually isn't one of my overflow displays anymore because I've gotten so many parts. It's a whole nother display. I got more lights for it and everything, so it's not just like a side piece of my main display. Starting at the top, we got one of the floor indicators from the Doco garage. I actually wired it up to this right here. This is an Adams call station, and when you push up, up rings, and of course when you push down, down rings too. Underneath it we have this long Westinghouse indicator. I don't know if you guys remember, but it used to be hung up on the wall, but I decided to actually do something with it. So Jason and I worked on this project. So I bought all these little red buttons off of eBay. Jason made this panel out of wood. It's just a piece of wood. He cut holes in it, 3D printed all these numbers and that logo, and I did all the wiring, which you can see up there. It's a lot of wiring. But basically what it does is you just push the buttons and they light up on the indicator. See, I can just push the buttons and they'll all light up. And down. Right here we have this kind of Art Deco, newer Adams call station. I wired it up to light up blue. I think it looks pretty nice. Here we have Innovation Pinnacle. Wired it up to that ThyssenKrupp vandal resistant lantern to the right. Push it. You can like do that if you want. Here's a pretty rare part. This is a Dover vandal resistant call station. I wired it up to light up blue. That looks nice. Here's this cheap Chinese elevator button from Tyler. Came from eBay. These buttons feel very cheap. They almost feel like Series 220. I think that's a stop. And then this is a switch. Schindler hat, Adams indicator, a lock, various things, escalator, sign, door gib, logos, Midwest stuff from Jason. Right here we got Sedgwick logo from Leo, long logo, and a part of the controller for a long elevator from Jason. Here's just a book, one of my favorite books of all time. And this big old metal elevator sign. Underneath it is an innovation floor indicator. Moving down, we got one of my favorite projects, of course, the bell board, which has an Otis, Dover, and a Westinghouse bell on it. Push the buttons underneath it. The bells ring. Very loud, as you can see. There's a Dover directional lantern back there. We have a Matot dumbwaiter call station. I'm not really sure who actually made these buttons, but I'm just gonna call them dumbwaiter buttons because it came from a dumbwaiter. And you mostly see them on dumbwaiters, although you will see them on regular elevators here and there. Here we have a home elevator Adams COP from Epco. Alarm. Edwards alarm. Light. Here's an Adams call station from Sam. Adams access. Shoe button from Sam. That came from Macy's in Chicago. ERM CA92. I actually wired it up now. And here's an extra panel that I just put my extra parts in. Up on the top is Innovation Delta, and underneath it is Epco Singapore. And this is a pretty ridiculously tall GAL vandal resistant call station. Here's a PTL Performer call station from PTL. Various parts, brails. That's actually a explosion-proof micro switch that is far from being micro. This is another one of the floor indicators from the Doco garage. I wired it up so that you can flip this switch and it'll turn on. Yeah, that's the colors it would be. This is a Montgomery floor indicator and an Armor floor indicator. There's a Innovation dot matrix indicator on top of a brake switch, brake monitor. And then we have a whole guide shoe. That's a heat sink for an old Dover elevator. Then we got a Viking phone here, which I needed the battery so it doesn't work anymore. And a little cheap wheelchair lift, which actually takes a Dover key. Epco brochure, fire service sign, various stuff in here, inside of a Dover indicator back plate. As part of a counterweight, there's a relay, Hollister Whitney logo, pickup rollers, and a stop switch for a mill. I don't know why I have that there, it's just cool. And down here I just have random parts. You can see 2 dinner bells there and then a bunch of just spare buttons and stuff. Here's a cheap exit sign I got from eBay. It's cool, I guess. This is funny. This is a Electrodyne call station. It's very weird. I've never seen them before. Here we have Regency. This is a Regency call station. Very weird. I wired it up to light up blue, because blue is cool. Here's another Innovation Delta call station. Wired it up. And an eye line. Very ugly. And it's actually non-California compliant. Here's some various fire alarm pull stations. Bells. Here's a Epco inch line from Epco. One of my first COPs, which is a Dover black button. Dover. Very cool. And here we have Innovation Universal, California Code Compliant. And I wired up this access key switch to light up the buttons when you turn it, either up or down. Here's a Adams COP that I actually improved since my last video. I put in the actual buttons because I cleaned them and stuff. So they light up now. Door open, door close, alarm, stop, fire service right here. Access lights up those two. And I put the fan where the emergency light would be, instead of just hanging it off the side right here. So you turn the fan on then. Yeah. And here we have my Dewhurst COP that I got from eBay. It's pretty cool. Down here we got stop, which actually activates this little light here that says emergency. Alarm. Door open, door close. These are actually the older Dewhurst right here. But all the floor buttons are newer. They have the same contacts as the CA92 does. And I don't know why this is up here, but it is. Right here is my armor COP. Pretty cool. Alarm, ground, 1, 2. And I actually wired this up to light these, and this to light up the alarm. Very colorful. And interesting enough, this stop switch actually has 3 different switches inside of it, because if you slowly lower it, you can see how the different lights go out, not at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. Here's a Schindler bag from Schindler. My car keys on an Otis lanyard. PTL Performer. California. Very ugly. Right here is just a elevator in case of fire sign, and a Houghton L series indicator from Sam. I put all of my exit signs in one place instead of having them scattered throughout my room. This is the only one that's wired up. Pretty cool. And this is my workspace here now, on top of my dresser. This is where I wire all of my parts. You can see how there's just, various parts and stuff in there that I need. All my different colored LEDs up here. And then we got glue sticks, extra LEDs, lights, electric tape, whatnot, wires. There's a Epco SSL call station right here that obviously I'm just scrapping for parts because it was so gross. And of course we got screwdrivers on that side and all the wire cutters and pliers here. On my desk here I actually have a GAL limit switch to use as a phone holder. And this right here is a Schindler call station from Schindler. It is so nice. Look at that. Hey. It's very reflective. It stands up like that and it makes a pretty good desk piece. Above my window I just have a bunch of advertisements. There's a Westinghouse indicator right there. Old certificate. Epco indicator. All of my elevator keys. The ThyssenKrupp sales sample that damn near everyone has. My diploma. And some more elevator ads. That's the Otis touch to show how sensitive they are. Here's my main display as of now. Everything is actually sorted by elevator company now, which is pretty neat. If you flip this switch right here, it turns on my whole display. There is all of my indicators up there. We got a Montgomery indicator, Epco, Westinghouse, C.J. Anderson, another Westinghouse, Armor, GAL, Houghton, Westinghouse, Adams, Montgomery, and Innovation. And then this is from C.J. Anderson right here, custom floor indicator, Armor, C.J. Anderson, Epco. Here's an Adams COP. This is from Leo. Came out of Macy's in St. Paul. Door open, which is not really working that well. Alarm, stop, run. That's supposed to be purple. Fire service. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, I guess we'll start right here then. So over here, Montgomery Square. And then I'm not sure who made this. This is from Clay though. This is just a old elevator. I don't know if that was like Dead Man's Control or car top inspection. I don't know. And then here's a very tough Montgomery 2Bs in case of fire button. They're supposed to be tough. Various relays from Montgomery and more logos. And then this is a Montgomery elevator bell. Hot and triangle button from Sam. Very cool. Hot and L series, also from Sam. US square button. Another square. Another square. M-Tech. And an M-Tech bell. And an M-Tech indicator. There's that. Here's a little thing that Jason made for me with his 3D printer. It's just a little button. Pretty cool. Up here we got the GAL Dominion call station from Andrew, giving Jason permission to restore and give to me. So thank you both. Here's my ICO COP. And then there's the call station. This is from Clay, restored by C.J. Anderson. This is a car top station. And right here we got a home Adams call station. Phone box cover, some various relays. Moving down, this is all of my Dover stuff. We got a help link phone here, impulse lantern, impulse call station, older one, Dover black button, newer black button, Dover indicator. I actually have micro switches above it. Rotary logo, various Dover logos. Yeah. I guess overflowing to the other side is more Dover. This is a traditional. Another traditional. California compliant traditional and the Adams replacement traditional. Access, and then over here is ThyssenKrupp. This is a MAD. This is what they would use on their Signa 4s. Another ThyssenKrupp, and then Aurora. I still don't have another contact for the bottom. And a ThyssenKrupp lantern. Various Dover logos. Indicator plate from Jared. Interlock. Yeah, all Dover. Moving down, this is all my Otis stuff. Right here we have the Otis hands-off phone, Otis black button, call station, Lexan from Andrew and Jason. Originally bought by Andrew, but Andrew allowed Jason to restore it, give it to me. California compliant Lexan, very ugly. Lexan indicator, Series 1. Older Series 1, and then a Series 1 indicator. Black button indicator, and some Series 1 plates. This is from the Hyatt Regency. Yanked that off before they modded their elevators. They're all gone now. This is an Otis Series 4? I don't know. And another version. Both from Otis. Also from Otis, indicator. And that's blue. It's another newer indicator from Otis. And then there's an egg lantern. Touch from Jared. A mug from Otis. Indicator from Otis. Van. And a blue elevator sign. Right here is all of my armor stuff. Here's a rotary phone. These are armor call stations with floor indicators built into them. This came from a state building downtown that got torn down. Right here we have Schindler MT from BC Vaders and Van City Elevators. Schindler HT and an HT indicator. Various Schindler logos. Armor bell. Here's some Kone. All of my Kone. And it merges over into Westinghouse right here. There's the Westinghouse indicator. Ooh, I love this bell right here. That's the good old Westinghouse bell. The old ones. And then here's a triangle call station from Jared. Moving down here, we got generic parts. As you can see, there's Epco and GAL down here. Here's a Epco SSL call station from Jared. Epco circle line from Epco. Another version of SSL, also from Epco. And then this is the stainless steel version of Epco SSL. Circle line. And over here we got GAL, Jet Plus. And another one. And the GAL 4 indicator. And the GAL bell. And then there's just a fire key box cover. And a GAL gate switch. To be used in case of fire button. Very big. And then Epco to be used in case of fire buttons. And then there's just various stuff from Epco. Right here is all my Doco stuff. So this indicator came from elevator number 1. It's the 4 indicator for inside the car. Here's the call station from the first floor of the glass elevator. Wired it up. Fire service turns on both buttons both ways. And then here's the parking structure floor of the glass elevator. This is the first floor call station for the parking structure elevators, the Westinghouses. Well, I should say this is the second floor call station, even though that was basically the first floor. And then here's one of the phones. Armor call station from elevator number 4 when they replaced the call station from the first floor. And then this is from the set of 2, the real first floor, I guess you can say. And here we just have some various things from different enthusiasts. And that basically covers everything. Yep, that is everything as of November 8th, 2019. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.